Good day. Water seems to be one of the biggest issues the emergency services in Modexland have to deal with. On the one hand, there's the lack of drinkable and fresh water. This can result in a situation with many infections and diseases. Local authorities are therefore sending more decontamination units. On the other hand, there's the heavy rainfall. Flooded rivers coming from the mountains are causing more human tragedy. People are drowning and bodies are floating through the streets. In many cities, traffic comes to a stand. It seems there's a lack of capacity to deal with this situation. Also, the security situation in Modexland is deteriorating. The breakdown of infrastructure has affected the supply of provisions to many cities. Local population show no confidence in the government. Men and women began to loot, looking for food and drinkable water. Police in Modexland are overwhelmed and called for military assistance. There are riots and there are many wounded. Hospitals are getting overcrowded, also receiving many injured people from the natural disaster.
Today, teams from several countries of the EU started their search and rescue operations in Modexland. Dogs were used to locate survivors so rescuers could focus on locations where they would find people who are still alive. An urban search and rescue team from Iceland concentrated on working at an office where the Icelandic Society for Peace and Prosperity used to be situated. This office collapsed and several people were trapped. The Icelandic team used drilling equipment and was heavily challenged during this rescue operation. The Italian team started their operations at the tax main office. This office used to be a 2-floor building, but collapsed completely, and only in the basement they found survivors. The Italians used heavy equipment and worked hard to extract these survivors from underneath the debris. Here one of them is carried down and he was taken to a hospital. At the same time, they found a teacher inside a collapsed school. The best way to get him out was to lift him through a hole in the concrete floor above him. He was given medical assistance on site. The search and rescue team from Sweden put a lot of their effort in rescuing people from the Congress Center. A small group of Congress participants had been trapped in different rooms, which made the rescue operation very complex. Using a technical construction and a lot of manpower, they saved at least 2. At the parking house, dogs of the Swedish team located more people trapped underneath the debris. Meanwhile, the EU coordination team had a meeting with Mr. Neshan, fire chief of the Abenra region. He took this opportunity to express the need for more help. In return, Mr. Gary Jeffrey, team leader of the EU CPT, shared information with Mr. Neshan. And he said the EU and its teams are there to help the people from Modexland. I'm James Watson. Thank you for watching INN.